This is an L sample answer. Keep practicing to build confidence. To try a mock test with these questions, watch our mock test video. The link to the PDF document is in the first comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Let's start off by talking about time management. How do you plan your time in a day?
I usually start my day by making a to-do list, prioritizing tasks based on urgency and importance. I also schedule breaks to stay focused and ensure I have time for personal activities.
Is it easy to manage time for you?
Generally, I find it manageable because I stick to my plans and avoid procrastination. However, it can be challenging when unexpected tasks come up, as they mess up my routine and I have to make quick changes.
When do you find it hard to allocate time?
It's difficult when I have to deal with several deadlines or responsibilities at once. In such situations, I often feel overwhelmed, which makes it harder to decide which tasks to prioritize or how much time to dedicate.
Do you like being busy?
Yes, I enjoy staying busy because it makes me feel productive and focused. However, I believe balance is essential, as being constantly busy without rest can lead to stress or burnout.
Have you ever missed an important deadline due to poor time management?
Yes, I once missed a university assignment deadline because I underestimated how long it would take. That experience taught me the importance of better planning and accounting for unexpected delays in my schedule.
That's the end of part 1. Now we are going to move to part 2. In this part, you will have 1 minute to prepare and then speak up to 2 minutes. Describe a time you received positive feedback. You should say what you did, who gave you the feedback, why he or she gave you positive feedback, and explain how you felt about it.
One time I received positive feedback was from my family after I organized a surprise birthday party for my mother. I planned everything from decorations to her favorite dishes and even invited her closest friends without her knowing. It took weeks of preparation to make sure everything was perfect, and I wanted it to be a day she would never forget. After the celebration, my mother was overwhelmed with joy and expressed her heartfelt gratitude. She told me how much she appreciated the thoughtfulness and effort I had put into making her day so special. My father and siblings also praised me, saying they were impressed by how smoothly everything went, and how every little detail reflected how well I know my mom. The positive feedback came because the party was a big success, and it truly brought a lot of happiness to my mother. My family appreciated not just the effort, but also the love and care behind it. It was particularly meaningful to hear my mother say it was one of the best birthdays she'd ever had, which made all the hard work worthwhile. I felt deeply touched and proud after hearing their feedback. It made me realize how much joy I could bring to others by putting my heart into something. The experience brought me closer to my family and inspired me to find more ways to show my loved ones they're valued. Moments like this remind me how important it is to create meaningful memories with those who matter most.
That's the end of part 2. Now we are going to move on to part 3. We'll continue discussing the topic of feedback. Why do you think positive feedback is important in personal and professional settings?
Positive feedback is important because not only does it make people feel appreciated, but it also boosts their confidence. For example, when a manager praises an employee for a job well done, it encourages them to keep up the good work. Similarly, in personal relationships, compliments can strengthen bonds and, as a result, build trust.
How can constructive criticism help people improve compared to positive feedback?
Constructive criticism helps people improve by pointing out specific areas where they can do better. Unlike positive feedback, which focuses on what went well, it highlights weaknesses and offers suggestions for growth. For instance, if a coach gives a player feedback on their technique, it helps them improve in future matches.
Do you think people in leadership roles should give more praise or criticism? Why?
I think people in leadership roles should give more praise. Praise motivates and boosts morale, making employees feel valued. While criticism is necessary for improvement, too much can be discouraging. For instance, a manager who praises hard work and offers constructive feedback when needed helps foster a positive and engaged team.
How can giving regular feedback strengthen relationships in families?
Giving regular feedback in families can strengthen relationships by improving communication and understanding. For example, when parents regularly acknowledge their children's efforts, it encourages positive behavior. Similarly, offering gentle feedback on issues like chores or responsibilities helps avoid misunderstandings, making family members feel valued and connected.
Do you think people feel more motivated after receiving good feedback? Why?
Yes, people generally feel more motivated after receiving good feedback because it boosts their confidence and shows they're on the right track. For example, when a customer praises a staff member for excellent service, it boosts their confidence and encourages them to maintain high standards, leading to increased motivation and job satisfaction.
That's the end of the speaking test. Good job.